Royal Road Toastmaster excels in doing the last minute planning. I'm going to request Julie to start the project. Welcome, Julie.
Hello, Toastmaster. Can you see the screen shared?
Yes.
So my assignment is to practice the skills of public relations strategies and create a real or hypothetical situation, and then speak about how I experimented it, 5 to 7 minutes. So let me begin telling you that nowadays the public relation is no more like we used to have. And for online, it is even different than for a small club, which has a small town where you can send to a journal, a magazine about your club or what you do. So I begin experimenting with two different things at the same, almost the same time, almost 2 years ago. I did begin to write in my blog 2 years ago, and nowadays, as you can see, I have 125,000 visits or more, and it began to be quite well known. I have done something else. I applied from the day one to be moderator of the Facebook group, which is called Pathway Discussion Forum. And here it has now almost 10,000 members. So, juggling with these two, I learned a lot about public relations, how to make my blog known, the things about Pathway, which I care, and my Pathway experience known, and how to use the Pathway Facebook group discussion to put in my blog. So it was an experience where both learned something or one learned from other. Now, sometimes, but not always, not every day, I wrote now from last year, not for 2017 May, I wrote every day in my blog. So it is about 700 posts. And it is has a search box, so you can look at it. But I could not publish every day that blog to the Facebook page. Even if it was a Pathway discussion, I published only very few times when it was something very important or something new which happened, which nowadays almost every month Toastmaster International comes out. But I also learned that if I publish from my blog, not all of them go to read the blog. They look at the picture which is there, and that's all. So, what to do so they really read what I write? I decided a week ago to publish the Toastmaster 1-minute video and to write about it. I also published in my blog, but in the Pathway Discussion Forum, I just published the video with a very short text. And you know what happened? In less than 24 hours, I had 130 hits, which is, I think, very good. And I also learned that in every place I publish an information from my blog or from what I learn, new things from Pathway, how nowadays you can log in through your profile, or how now you have a tag. The new things come in a new, not tag, a new tab. Yes. And so on. You cannot write, just publish the same text. There are too many clubs who make an announcement and then publish it in 8 places or 9 places, the same announcement. Now, I learned that you have to personalize each announcement a little different, because there are too many people who go and look at different same places, and for them it is boring to read the same and same again. And the result will be that they will not listen to you and not really read it. So whenever I really decide now to do a PR announcement, I do it differently. And I have more and more success, more and more answers, more and more people answering. That was my speech. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for a wonderful speech. I really appreciate it. In the online meetings, it may be very difficult to give a clap, so people do wave the hands, okay? So waving means that they are clapping. This is a way we generally do that in the online meetings. And excellent speech, thank you, Julie. And I am a fan of your blog, and I'm also a member of the Toastmaster Discussion Forum, Pathways Discussion Forum. I enjoy every bit of work you are doing. The second speaker for today is going to be Kannan Shankara, that is me. I am going to speak from level 2, innovative planning path. Connect with your audience. The objective of the speech is to talk about an unfamiliar subject to the club. This is going to be a challenge because I want to talk something connected with the Toastmaster program, but I hope most of the people may not have experienced with. I know Julie might have done that. I know Vic might have done.
Julie. And Julie, I would like you to either talk on moving out of your comfort zone or motivation. Take one or the other. Julie, please take over the floor.
I don't know who heard my speech about the wonderful thing it is to make one step out of your comfort
I heard
zone.
that.
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you, but I can hear you.
Barely. It means I have to put my sound bigger. Now you can hear me better? Yes. So, comfort zone. And then, near my birthday, my grandchildren came to visit me with their mother and told me, let's go outside. I don't go a lot outside. And I told them, okay, let's go outside, but I don't want to walk too much. They told me I walk to the bus. Yes, so I took their hands and I walked to the bus, and then we decided to go to Greenwich Picture House, with a beautiful house with was painted 500 years ago. We had to walk from the bus there, and I sit down and I walked around. I took some pictures, and then it was noon, and we decided to go to the market, Greenwich Market, where it was International Food Festival every Sunday. That was the third comfort zone walk for me. And then from there, I lost my grandchildren who had my rucksack, and I had to come home because the bus driver let me come home. But I arrived home and I realized I don't have my key. So it was 5 steps out of my comfort zone. And 5 steps out of your comfort zone is really too much. Do it 1 step at a time.
Julie, thank you very much. I always look forward to your presentations. I particularly love how you have the great smile and energy when you speak. Thank you very much. That will now conclude my table topics, and I would like to return the control of the meeting to the Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you, Vic, for the excellent table topic session, entertaining. It was really good. I really appreciate that. Now we are going to the final part of the Toastmaster meeting, where we learn what we have done good, where we need improvement. To lead this session, we generally need an experienced Toastmasters. Today, we are lucky to have Julie to lead the better thinking session, or also called the evaluation session. Julie, welcome and take over.
Wonderful. We will do roundtable evaluation, I propose, for each speaker. But first of all, I would like the timekeeper report.
So first, you have to have a speech evaluation, right? First, you have to have a speech evaluation.
Yes, but I would like to hear how long each speaker spoke before.
Okay.
And then we can do the evaluation.
Okay. Derek.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topics. I mean, Miss General Evaluator and Mr. Toastmaster. Our speeches this afternoon, Julie spoke for 6 minutes and 52 seconds. Ken spoke for 6 minutes and 47 seconds. And the table topics, William spoke for 2:25. I didn't time myself. Julie spoke for 2:26. And I should be, well, it's going to be a round table, so I won't be evaluating the round, or I won't be timing the round table. But nonetheless, that concludes my
Thank you. For
my report.
round table evaluation, please give 5 minutes instead of 3. And let's begin with William Thomas evaluating Julie Kertesz.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, future Toastmasters, and distinguished Toastmaster Julie. Wow, what a great job you did explaining public relations strategies. What did she do well? Her slides were perfect and stated exactly what she wanted to discuss. She had great eye contact. She dressed professionally, what advice can I give distinguished Toastmaster Julie? There was at one point you were talking about a particular public relations strategy, but you didn't have the slide to go with it. I forget the name of the particular public relations strategy you were talking about, but it dealt with handling public relations. Overall, I love your speech. Can't wait to hear your next speech. I always learn something from your speeches, and I love your blog. Keep it up, Julie. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Now perhaps Canan and Vic and Derek can tell their opinion very shortly.
Julie, I have already told many times your speeches are always good. You share your experience. Your blog is very self-explanatory, and we learn a lot from your blog, as well as your PR strategies are very good. You missed the Facebook. I do not know why, but maybe I thought that you were covering as part of your Pathways, Pathways forum, where you say that that is part of Facebook. I understand. Other things that are great. Now I will give it Vic. I will hand it over to Vic to speak for 30 seconds. Vic, you want to add anything?
Of course I do. I learned a lot from what you gave. I thought it was an amazing presentation. What I might have done differently is opened with the idea that public relations has become a hot topic in our marketing, whether it's marketing in Toastmasters or marketing online products. And people are trying to figure out what's the best way. And I might have opened with that and then said, I have been experimenting with this and this, and I have found, I'm not going to suggest you found the magic secret, but I found the little ingredient, which is this 1-minute video. I encourage people to look at that strategy. I just think you have a great presentation there, and I look forward to hearing all of your speeches, and you're one of the reasons I've decided to come back.